Hello. I want you to take a moment. Just breathe. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, press pause. For the next 40 minutes, this is a space for you. No distractions, no performances. Just you, listening. Have you ever felt followed? Not by a person, but by a feeling. A quiet, persistent echo of a moment you thought you'd left behind. It's in the way you hesitate before saying what you really think. It's in the knot of anxiety that forms for reasons you can't quite name. It's in the patterns you keep repeating, even as you promise yourself, never again. We carry our histories not in suitcases, but in our nervous systems, in the shortcuts our brains take, in the reactions that feel faster than thought. We are living archives, and the past, it is not a finished book sitting on a shelf. It is an active, whispering collaborator in your present. It shapes your relationships, your confidence, your fears, and your dreams, often without your conscious permission. Today, we are going to embark on a deep and gentle exploration. We are going to learn to listen to those whispers, not with fear, but with curiosity. We are going to map the shadows of your past, not to live in them, but to understand where they fall, so you can finally step into the light. This is a journey of understanding, of compassion, and ultimately of profound rewriting. You are not here to erase your story. You are here to reclaim your authority over it. So, get comfortable, let's begin. First, we need to understand the mechanism. How does a memory become a mandate? How does a past event silently dictate a present choice? It begins with what I call the silent blueprint. Imagine your mind in its earliest, most formative years as a brilliant, eager scientist. Its sole mission is to figure out how to survive and belong in its little world. Every significant experience is a data point, a parent's tone of voice, a teacher's praise or criticism, a moment of rejection on the playground, or a feeling of triumph or shame at home. The young brain doesn't just record these events, it frantically draws conclusions from them. It writes rules. When I cry, I am alone. Conclusion, vulnerability is dangerous. When I achieve, I am loved. Conclusion, my worth is tied to my performance. When there is conflict, things shatter. Conclusion, peace at any cost is necessary. These conclusions are your core beliefs. They are not facts, but they feel like immutable truths. They become the silent, subconscious blueprint for your life. You build your perceptions, your reactions, your very identity on this foundation, often without ever looking at the plans. Let's give this a face. Perhaps your blueprint contains a rule that says, love is conditional, I must earn it. Where could that come from? Maybe from a childhood where affection was given when grades were good, but withdrawn when they weren't. Fast forward to today. You are an adult, in a relationship, your partner is simply tired and quiet. But your silent blueprint, the old scientist, screams the interpreted data. Silence means disapproval. You have not earned love. Perform better. And so you might become anxious, clingy, or start overachieving to fix a problem that doesn't exist in the present. The whisper of the past is distorting the reality of the now. Or perhaps your blueprint says, the world is not safe, expect danger. This could stem from an environment of unpredictability or chaos. Now, as an adult, any small uncertainty, a delayed text, a change of plans, a new opportunity, triggers that ancient alarm. Your body floods with stress hormones meant for a lion, not a calendar change. You feel exhausted, anxious, paralyzed, chasing a sense of control that is always elusive. You're not reacting to the present moment, you are reacting to the ghost of past chaos. This is the power of the whisper. It is a subconscious hijacking. Your past self, trying to protect you based on old data, is driving the car of your present life. And the first, most crucial step in this journey is simply to become aware of the passenger, to hear the whisper and say, "Ah, that is not my voice today. That is an echo." Now that we know whispers exist, let's identify their main dialects. There are 3 primary shadows that most of our painful whispers come from. The first shadow, the ghost of regret. This is the whisper of the path untaken, the word unspoken, the love unexpressed. It's the haunting melody of what if. Regret is not just about bad things we did. Often, its deepest sting comes from the good things we didn't do, the opportunities missed out of fear, the truths swallowed to keep peace. This shadow whispers to us in moments of quiet. You could have been more. You should have tried harder. It ties our present to a past possibility, creating a chronic sense of lack, of being behind in our own lives. We must learn to grieve that other path, to forgive ourselves for not being the person we wish we had been, and to see that the you who made that choice was doing their best with the tools and fears they had at the time. The second shadow, the inherited echo. This whisper isn't even in your own voice. It's the accent of your family, your culture, your ancestors. These are the beliefs, traumas, and patterns passed down like heirlooms, often unspoken. Money is the root of all evil. We don't talk about our feelings. You must always put others first. Big dreams are for other people. You inherited not just your eye color, but a lens through which to see the world. This shadow is insidious because it feels like just the way things are. You might find yourself repeating relational patterns you witnessed as a child, or battling an anxiety that seems to have no origin in your own experience. Breaking this cycle is one of the bravest things you can do. It means questioning the very fabric of your upbringing and saying, "This pain may have started before me, but it ends with me." The third shadow, the body's memory. This is the whisper that doesn't use words at all. It speaks in the language of sensation, a tight chest, a clenched jaw, a sinking stomach, a sudden flash of heat. This is trauma and fear stored not just in the mind, but in the body. Your nervous system remembers what your conscious mind may have forgotten. A certain tone of voice, a type of room, a specific time of year can trigger a physiological reaction that feels completely out of proportion to the present. This shadow is the master of disguise. A fear of abandonment from childhood can manifest as a panic attack when a friend is late. A past humiliation can show up as a paralyzing fear of public speaking. The body is keeping score, and until we learn its language and listen to its whispers with compassion, it will keep sounding the alarm for old wars. Understanding them is like getting a map of your inner landscape. Awareness is the first liberation, but it is not the last. Knowing the whisper exists is power, but the true transformation happens when you begin to write a new script. This is the work of moving from being a character acted upon by your past to becoming the author of your future. The process begins with compassionate witnessing. This is not about blaming your past self or your family. It is about turning towards those old blueprints, those echoes, those bodily sensations with curiosity, not condemnation. Imagine your younger self, the one who formed those rules to survive. See them. Understand they were doing a brilliant job of keeping a small person safe in a big, confusing world. You can say to that part of you, "I see you. I feel how hard you worked to protect us. Your job was so important. Thank you. But I am an adult now. I have new resources, new safety. I can take over from here. You can rest." This internal dialogue is not cheesy. It is neurological reparenting. It begins to soothe the activated nervous system and loosen the grip of the old blueprint. Next, we move to conscious reframing. You have identified a silent rule. My needs are a burden. Now we must draft a new conscious charter. This must be a statement that is 1. In the present tense, I am, not I will be. 2. Believable and kind, not I am fearless, but it is safe for me to feel fear and act with courage anyway. 3. Empowering, I honor my needs as valid and communicate them clearly. You write this new rule, you say it out loud. You write it on your mirror, you repeat it in moments of doubt. This is not positive thinking. This is the active, deliberate construction of a new neural pathway. You are quite literally teaching your brain a new language. Finally, we practice embodied integration. The old whispers live in the body, so the new truth must be anchored there too. This means pairing your new conscious belief with deliberate action and sensation. If your new rule is, I am grounded and safe, you don't just say it. You say it while placing your feet firmly on the floor, taking a deep breath, and feeling the support of the earth. You are wiring the new thought to a new feeling. This is the active, deliberate construction of a new neural pathway. This is how you build a new home in your nervous system, a home based on present moment safety, not past threat. The whispers may never go away completely. They are part of your history, and your history is part of you, but they do not have to be your commander.
They can become advisors, distant echoes you acknowledge with a nod, but whose advice you are free to disregard. The goal is not a silent mind, but a mind where your own clear, present voice is the loudest one in the room. You will have days where the old shadows feel long and familiar. In those moments, come back to this practice. Listen, map, rewrite. Offer compassion to the parts of you that are scared. This is not a linear path to a fixed destination. It is a practice of returning, again and again, to your own authorship. Your past has given you a story, full of drama and heartache and strength you never knew you had. But it is only the first volume. You hold the pen for the rest. The next chapter is not predetermined. It is blank and it is yours. What will you write?
Thank you for listening. Thank you for having the courage to look into your own shadows. The journey continues. Be gentle with yourself.